We're live.
Oh, now
Hi,
it's saying we're
everyone.
live?
Yes. Hi, Teresa. Teresa is our first person who joined. So, hi. Thank you for joining, and thank you for joining this Substack Live. I asked Raj to join me in a Substack Live because I recently did one with Emma Carpenter, and I really enjoyed that, seeing both artists draw together in a similar pace. So, yeah, it's really fun to have you here, Raj. And now it says Raj's internet connection is unstable, and everything is a bit unstable, I think. Let's see. Maybe. No! Where did you go, Raj? Oh no, she left. Bonsoir. Yes, Teresa says, I think Raj is frozen. Yes. But now. Oh, you're trying again. Okay, good. Hopefully you can join. If I have to invite you again, please let me know, Raj. You joined, but now you are a viewer, I think. Can I invite you again? Let's do that. Oh, these things are nerve-wracking. I never know what to do. Yes, there you are again.
Don't know what happened. Hello.
Hi. I was just saying hi. Thank you for being here, Raj. And then the connection just was lost.
It froze on my side. I hope it stays stable. I don't know why it's done that. Apologies.
Yeah, I've plugged my iPhone in, so hopefully that makes for a better connection.
I hope.
So, um, I don't know, but these Substack lives are always off to a rough start. So we'll just ease into it. Today we were going to draw some cats and dogs because you have dogs, I have a cat, and yeah, that. And we thought it was would be a very nice idea to draw them,
Yeah.
seeing as you have beautiful dogs and I have a silly cat. So, uh,
Quite invested in your cat because I feel as though I've
really,
known when right?
he, yeah,
He.
I say he, yeah,
When he's had like whatever's been going on with him, I feel like we've been a part of that. So
yeah,
missing, and then you found him, and
horrible.
So yeah.
He's grounded for life, by the way.
Oh, deserves to be.
So, shall we maybe flip our views and show our discs, which
Yes.
is always an awkward moment as well.
Do it.
Let's see. Let's flip it over.
Yeah, so we're doing the cats and dogs just because it was the easiest thing, and we thought, well, let's just have right. So let me turn this. Oh, this is going to be so awkward. Okay,
Yes, it's always awkward.
now I'm going to get which way. Okay, here. Oh, you're going to see my ceiling.
Beautiful ceiling.
Oh no,
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, and now it's
it. So, I'll just sort of mention quickly. Like this is probably a bit weird looking. I hope that the orientation of this is okay.
I think it's on its side, maybe.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn it. All right. Well, that was just trying to be clever. Let me.
I did that once as well, and then I was drawing like sideways the whole time.
So let me just. I'll fix that.
It's nice on its side as well, by the way. It's nice on its side as well, by the way.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bit annoying for people if they're watching. So I'll see if I can fix that. I'll do it this way and just have it on maybe at a slight angle. Okay. Is that as high as I can go? Yeah. Okay. So, well, Substack Live isn't elegant, is it? Let's face it.
It's not really, no. But that's okay.
So what you guys are looking at on my table is a test page. I was just saying to Pauline before we went live that I'm going to be just playing around with some alcohol markers today because they're new and these two.
Which brand did you buy?
Well, this brand is actually called Who.
Oh yes. I have no clue how you pronounce it, by the
Yeah,
way.
I'm guessing that too. And I think that I think it's I'm not really on TikTok, but apparently it's a big thing on TikTok. These alcohol
Oh
markers,
really?
because they're actually quite well priced for what you get.
Hmm.
The Windsor and Newton Pro markers are about €3 each, so they're quite expensive. So they're a bigger investment if you kind of have to know that you really love using them. But if you're starting out with alcohol markers, I think these are
Oh, something is going on with your sound. I'm not sure. Can you still hear me? Because I can't hear you anymore, Raj. Oh dear, we're having some troubles today. By the way, Lydia is asking,
where do I
should we
plug in the
have
Ethernet?
certain tools to draw along? And you don't really, but I am thinking I'm going to
Okay,
use
where does that go?
some brushes as well. Some brush markers. I'm using Tombow pens.
Not using this.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, we're having a bad connection. Yay.
Okay, I've plugged in. All right, let's figure this out. Why is that still? Oh, damn it. Okay. No, that needs to go into my phone then.
Okay. Well, while Raj figures out the connection and well, the sound is okay now.
Yeah,
Yeah, the sound is okay. Shall we? I'm just thinking I'm going to start drawing because
you
otherwise,
start. Apparently, there's a cable I can connect and it will be more stable. So I will be.
Oh yes, now it's
I will
much
be
more
fit.
stable. It
Yeah,
looks much better. Yes.
that's really weird. Okay, it's just gone into my laptop, but my laptop's not connected to my phone, so none of this makes sense to me. But
Not really, but as long as it works, it
okay,
works.
okay. Well, let's just see how we go with that then.
I
Can you
think
see me?
I can see yes, I can see your drawings and also a wire.
Okay, good. That means it's working. Right, let me move that out the way. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let's do this. Okay. So I will just,
The same color.
yeah, okay. So what I'll say is, um, I'll just go back to what I was saying about the materials that I'm using. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. I'll
Great.
just start drawing a cat.
Yeah, please do. So I've got this test page here, this really, really messy test page where I was all what I'm really enjoying about alcohol markers, and I've been using them for fast sketches, is what I really like about them is how color lays down in a really like even way. So when it comes to, I mean, many of you watching will already know this, but I feel like it's news to me, so I'm sharing. But if you can see the lay down here of that pink, once the ink dries, it gives a kind of almost uniform application to the color, which is quite pleasing. Um, Comparatively, often what happens when you use a water-based marker, you you get almost like you can really see that brush mark of the nib as it lays over, and that becomes part of the texture of what you're applying. I also really like that. But it's one of the things that I really didn't appreciate as quite a significant difference between water-based markers like Tombos, which many of us are really familiar with using,
Yes,
versus
I'm using them now,
yeah,
actually.
and I love that they give that. Then alcohol markers uh, give you a more sort of even uniform application, and it's not something I ever really worried about. And actually, I used to really dislike about alcohol markers that you get this show through with them, which you don't get with water-based markers. So that water-based markers tend to be much more easy to use in sketchbooks, because you can use both sides and you don't really have this issue of show through. Some people use that show through to really good effect in their sketchbooks and really have fun with the reverse. Um, the reason I started to play with these is because I started doing much more portraiture, like fast faces. And by doing that, I wanted to find skin tones that I could work with. And when you're doing a face and you have this sort of patchy texture, it can be a bit distracting. So it was motivation for me to start looking at alternatives, and I was recommended the alcohol markers, and I've sort of fallen in love with them because as soon as you see them dry, they just lay down color really quickly in quite a big area, and it's just really satisfying because yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with markers. So I just wanted to intro with that um, because
They're really fun to layer as well.
yes, yes, exactly. So I want to have a little play with that. I also picked up. You'll notice there's some textural things going on. I very rarely use my Derwent drawing pencils. I just don't know why I forget about them, and they are incredible.
Yeah, they're absolutely. I love them
Yeah, they're
for
amazing,
drawing.
and you use them to such good effect with your nature work. So I wanted to reconnect with these, and actually the very muted, really kind of like organic colors that are in there will help provide a contrast to like these nuts bright alcohol markers. So I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm hoping my um, video isn't wobbly a lot because I'm seeing my phone wobble in front of me. So hopefully, yeah, it's not too horrible. I am drawing with I did sort of a a basic sketch with a tomboy, and I'm now using a pencil, and it's definitely not looking like my cat at the moment. So who knows if I can turn that around? We'll see. It's looking like a bit of an alien now.
Yeah. Also, I've just realized that the setup I had planned didn't have this very ugly shadow of the tripod across it. So yeah, I
Well,
got.
it's not too bad.
Okay, let me just see if I can do something about that. Anyway, okay. Oh, we live and learn, hey?
Yeah.
It's much more challenging at this time of year because you don't have the natural daylight working in your
Yes,
favor.
definitely.
Um, and so I think the whole sort of evening setup is, yeah, it's a whole other thing. Okay. I guess I should start drawing something, all this chat.
Yes. Are you going to draw a cat or a dog?
I think I'm going to start with your cat because I'm just really thrilled to have
I'm
that.
hoping it looks better than mine. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. It's going horribly wrong.
I'm going to be just pulling out some colors and just taking a bit of a guess with these because
He's looking like an old person or something. I don't know. Was there
I like,
something wrong with the eyes?
and anyone who is here on either of our memberships will have access to the images. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to turn out. It's going to be fun to share. Okay,
Here.
so in the spirit of layering, This paper I'm using is actually quite porous, so it might be giving some extra textures. That's all good.
This cat is looking so weird. What is happening? Something is wrong with the eyes. Let's do something like this. Maybe this is going to help. Shading always helps.
I'm just going to put down some really strange shapes to try and map it in. And I have a reputation for drawing cats looking very evil. So I'm going to
Ooh.
in advance.
Well, he is very evil some of the time, usually in the morning. So when he's asleep, he's like an angel. But when he's not, then yeah, he can be he can be really needy, actually.
Cats and kids, eh?
Yep. Dogs aren't that needy?
No, I mean they are needy, but they're needy just because in a different way, I think. Um, in they
'Cause
need
they need to go outside.
yeah
You have
they
to.
need a lot of like physical attention,
Yes.
so they're needy in that respect. Our little one, Daisy Bell, she wants to be on your lap, which is kind of fun because she's getting big. She's a giant schnauzer, which is not a small dog, and giant is in the name for a reason. Um,
Yeah, they look pretty big.
yeah, a full-grown one. And Nala, our firstborn, as I call her, she's when she lays down next to me, we're about the same length.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
That
quite.
is large.
I'm a short person, to be fair, but she's a big dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have done this. No.
This is really, really quite heavy. So I'm really sorry. I'm going to be massively offending your dog. I mean, your cat.
Well, I'm offending it already, so no worries. I'm not sure what's happening with this cat. Maybe I should start a new one because this is horrible.
But I have to say, um, drawing live to the internet is one hell of a
If
way of like
yeah,
letting go of any preciousness.
that's true. It can be pretty stressful if you worry about it too much. But I think, well, um, if you look at people's social media and all these things, you see like all these polished, finished pieces.
Yeah.
And well, you don't, for instance, I did Owl Month last month,
Yeah.
but I think I created about 20 owls or something, and I posted 5 because those were the nice ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, uh, just don't. Not every drawing you create is fabulous. That's just yeah. This
Yeah.
one is looking at me really strangely, so I don't think this one is a winner. But it's all practice,
It's all
I would
practice.
say.
It's all practice.
So now
I'm
I'm
just
learning
having
that
a really nice time just getting blocks of color down. And I think um, that's going to be,
one
regardless of what comes out of the page, having fun with putting color down is a good thing.
definitely.
Because lately, I've been doing a lot in monochrome. It's funny, is it? Do you ever find this that sometimes you just really, really want to work with the simplicity of not thinking about color? You just want to do tone, and it's quite
Yes,
relaxing for the brain sometimes to do that.
I rarely do monochrome,
Mm.
but um, I think it would actually. I sort of um, well, I'm doing it now at this moment because I just tell myself I need to practice working with only 1 or 2 colors or something,
Yeah.
and then I end up with the rainbow. So yeah, It's also hard to draw and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make a really weird one.
Yeah, it's funny because I have been doing a lot in monochrome lately. It's allowed me to just think in a more textural way. I think what I've noticed recently is if I'm doing color, I can't do texture. I'm just doing color. Whereas when I'm doing something monochrome, I can really just think about
That's true,
tex-
yeah.
something I've noticed. Oh, this is really funny. This is very funny.
Why am I drawing my own cat? Because then there's the pressure of making him look like having a likeness. That's definitely not there at the moment. But okay. Luckily, he's very photogenic, so I'll post the pictures. Well, the paid members can see the pictures.
Okay. So I am just aware that there's a real shadow. So I'm going to do my best to keep moving it so that you can get a sense of that color layering for anyone who's interested. It's really interesting working with these markers. So I'm just going to show the reverse. It's kind of spooky, but also interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, and I'm really trying not to use any black, not because I think that it's going to be a terrible thing to do, but um, it can just be overpowering with the markers. I think it needs to be like quite a statement. Um, so yeah, I'm going to just go in with some pencil now.
I'm not drawing cats today. I'm just drawing aliens. Oh well.
Oh, the Derwent drawing goes over the top really nicely.
Derwent drawing goes. It's the Inktense or the Derwent drawing.
Oh, sorry. Actually, intense. You're right. I've got
Yeah,
both here.
they go over almost anything, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I've made his eyes too small. That would be the
This
problem.
is a mad drawing. Might just try. The other thing I wanted to just mention about these markers, this particular brand that I like, is I love that it's got a brush tip on one side and a chisel on the other, um, which a lot do, but sometimes you get the ones that are sort of a fine tip and a chisel. You don't always get the brush. Um, and I think the brush is my favorite. So I'm going to just do oh my goodness, look at this. I'll try and get a bit of background in that. So the public service I'm trying to do with this drawing is to show you alcohol markers and pencil on top.
I'm not sure what I'm contributing today.
That's my excuse.
Oh, this is horrible. What is happening?
Okay. Fluff, 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 fluff. And then the big tail comes in. So juicy. Okay. Apologies for the camera shake. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
mine shakes a lot as well.
gonna just
Oh, dear, I'm making a pig or something. I don't know what's happening here.
oh, what do you think of that? I'm so sorry.
Mm, well,
I don't know if anyone's got any comments because I haven't looked at them, but yeah, that's number one. Okay. I feel warmed up now.
Well, that's good. I'm not really warmed up yet because my cat looks like a pig, or I don't know what it looks like actually. It's quite horrible. But
Oh,
maybe you have to make some ugly things first,
I
and then
think
you can.
this is okay if it's an ugly session. I mean, I'm not saying what I've done here is particularly beautiful. But
Eyes are horrible here. What is happening? Oh well.
okay, so the next one I'm going to try is maybe what I'm interested in trying. I mean, Nala is a black dog. I'm going to try another dog. Okay,
Yeah, I might move on to a dog as well because this is horrible. This is not a cat. This is. I'm not sure.
this is a
The
bit
eyes are completely wrong. Sorry, Tommy.
sweet, Tommy.
Okay, let's do a dog. Which one? You had some very cute. These puppies look like they've already had some trimming, like they went to the hairdresser already.
Yeah.
So do they?
No, they were just fresh with their little baby hair. Um, yeah, I mean, I think they were only like 3 months old there, or 2 or 3
Oh,
months old.
so cute. Okay, I think this might be the second time ever that I've drawn a dog. So that's going to be fun as well.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna try a bit of negative space on this one, so that's risky.
I will map some shapes out first. This is a hard one. Why did I choose this one? This is a really hard angle. Difficult angle.
If anyone who's watching is a alcohol marker pro,
Yes.
I'd
Tell
love
us
to know.
about it.
Is I think that the alcohol marker people are a strong group of passionate marker people. And I feel like I've come really late to that game. So I'd love to know if anyone.
I don't use them a lot because I don't really like the smell. But I love the way you can layer them and that they dry up so smoothly and yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because initially I thought, well, I don't know if I need that smoothness. I mean, it's kind of it. There's something really charming about the texture of like the stripiness that you get from water-based markers. I've never really had a problem with them, but I do now feel like there's certain subjects where that can be a bit of a distraction.
Mm,
Um, and in some cases, the nice thing about the alcohol markers is it gives you an even base that you can add the texture on top with other things. So that's been fun.
yeah. I've used them only a few times. Everyone is really quiet in the chat.
Yeah.
No people who love or who want to share something about alcohol markers, but maybe
They're quite big for the live illustration people.
yes.
And now I get why. It's really helpful in that space, working quickly.
Quickly, especially, yes. But they do. It depends on which paper you're using.
Yeah.
They do dry. If you're using, or at least I bought some uh, paper that was specifically for the alcohol markers, and that tended to dry. Uh, yeah, was pretty slow in
Yeah.
drying.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested to try. I've not bought any special paper.
Well, I did
Um,
really like the difference actually,
mm,
because it's much smoother, the paper, or at least the ones that the one that I bought,
okay.
which made like the layering also much smoother. So that
Right.
was really nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see how that would work.
Yeah, Erin says, Pauline, your pig cat was better than any cat I've ever drawn. Oh, thank you so much, Erin. Also, I understand the pressures of drawing your own pet. I have never succeeded. No, it's difficult to draw
So
your own pet.
yep, I agree. Okay.
It's also difficult to draw this dog, but that's I feel like I'm doing bit
Are we going for
doing
the
it a bit
same
more
one?
justice.
Are you doing the one that's got the kind of patchy, uh
Looking up, yeah,
yeah.
with the bubbles. Yeah, oh, we're doing the same
Yeah, we
one.
are doing the
Oh,
same
that's
one.
good.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's some really nice, contrast and shapes here, I think,
Yes.
to work with. Just trying to understand what's happening with its head and
Yes, I'm trying to figure that out as well at the moment, where its eyes are exactly. And
I'm glad we're doing the same one. I think it's quite nice for people to observe that different ways that we tackle the same thing.
I'm just sticking to a pencil because it's just it's too difficult. But still it's pretty difficult. The eyes,
Yeah, it's not easy.
but it has beautiful markings. It's
Gorgeous.
like a sort of an eyeliner stripe above the eye.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What kind of a dog is this? What breed? Do
Look,
you know
I
that?
don't actually know. This is one of the dogs that my mother-in-law takes care of sometimes. Actually, this
Okay.
was a while ago that I think this one was in the group. And I never actually met this one personally, but it was so beautiful.
Yeah, really like it.
I use that in that
Oh,
kind of
and Erin says the only time I've used alcohol markers was in fashion design class. Oh, yes. They were
yeah.
very popular in fashion design class. Um, we were originally taught to color it on the back side of our sketch and use the front for layering. Okay, and the impression of shadow.
Oh, that's
That's,
interesting.
yeah, I didn't know that.
I've seen some people who use them in sketchbooks and they just make the commitment to using just one page and leaving the reverse
Yes,
as
yeah.
it is. And then the reverse, like you see people making some really amazing sketches, just using whatever the imprint is on the reverse, which I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a really kind of inventive, just to try and be quite creative and inventive with
Yeah, it's fun to
what
use
ends up on the other
those.
side, like just seeing that and having fun with it and just embracing it. Which when I first started, trying alcohol markers, I was so frustrated with it felt like the paper was being wasted because I wanted to use both sides.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
but actually when I saw people using it in that way, I thought it was kind of genius. Uh, Kind of genius. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a bit too precious now, but I'm just going to put some ink tints over the top. Get it a bit darker on the eyes. Oh, he's such a cutie.
definitely. Looks like it's a nice cuddle as well with this dog.
Yeah.
How do you do that with your dogs, actually? Because whenever I don't, I've never had dogs, but I always imagine them being on your couch all the time.
Yeah.
So if you have two of them, then your couch is
It's the dog couch now.
occupied. Yeah,
It's the dog
exactly.
couch now. We have 2 couches. The one that the dogs occupy is my old IKEA couch, and so it's pretty old, and we've given it over to the dogs. It's like it's your
Yeah.
okay, you
Do
can
your
have
thing.
it can be a bit wild. But then we also have another couch, which is an heirloom couch, which my husband's grandmother used to have in her home
Yeah.
in Florida for many, many years, and he grew up with this couch. It's very sentimental and much loved. And that couch, the dogs know they have no access to, and they don't even try. So they're fully,
Okay, so they
well,
listen actually. Well,
yeah,
that's different from a cat.
they know the no-go zones. And
Okay.
the little one's still figuring it out, but the big one, she just never tries it. You just have to tell her the once, and she'll never make the mistake again.
Okay.
So,
That's much better than a cat because just I can give him any spot and say this is your spot and then he chooses my spot. So he's in my yeah, I seriously he's in my chair, my desk chair all the time, and then I'm just sitting on some other not too comfortable chair next to him. It's
outrageous.
just yeah, why do I put up with this?
Outrageous.
Yeah. So in that respect, dogs are much better behaved.
Yeah, I mean they're quite good at, it's all training, and some breeds are a bit more willing to learn than others, and yeah, well, we got lucky with ours.
Okay, so I'm now trying the other way around and just drawing first and then using the markers, and that's working much better for me.
So that's I'm going to stop there on that one.
Yeah, I think I have to stop
Oh,
as
it's
well.
so beautiful. The lines you've got are gorgeous, Pauline.
Oh,
I
thank
just
you.
love the delicacy of your marks. They're so beautiful.
The downside of that is that you always I always take too much time in sketching. I
Well, I'm
am
amazed at how
pretty
quickly
quick.
you've done that. I don't think time is. You've done that so quickly.
Not too quickly. I would like to be quicker, like just doing something in 2 minutes, but then yeah. Oh my god. I am now seeing that my desk I'm also watching this on my desktop and it's frozen at the picture of my cat. So
Oh.
it's horrible. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm also seeing the desktop, and it doesn't look frozen. Hopefully, not for anyone else. So.
No, no, no. On my phone it's not frozen, so yeah. I like this dog much better. How much time do we have left? It's now maybe shall we do one more?
Yeah, what I might do is I enjoy what's happened there. I think that's been fun. I'm kind of feeling in the mood to do a couple of quick ones. So I might. We've got a couple of Nala, my first girl. Um, I'm gonna just try and do some quick ones. We'll
I
just
might move to the links. I
some
had a
pictures.
lynx there.
Yeah, I was a bit scared of that lynx picture that you sent. They look really nice.
It's looking pretty weirdly at us. That's true.
And
Maybe it's a recipe for disaster. I don't know. Hmm. I'm rethinking it now.
no, I think it's incredible, but I just know that what I draw won't look like a lynx. So I'm gonna just
I'll give it a go. Let's see.
end on a safe space, I think.
Well, I do think your dogs are like exceptionally. They're great for drawing
Yeah.
with these markers because then you can do all the lines. Um,
It's the excessive amount of hair that my dogs
yeah.
have. Thankfully they don't shed, because otherwise that
I was
would
wondering
not.
about that. Yeah. Okay.
They're
Which my cat does. It's horrible. He has his winter fur at this time. So he's now one giant fluff ball. And then in March, well, he sheds like a whole cat
yeah.
in fur.
Oh God.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Well, Daisy, the little one, because she's still a puppy, her fur is still figuring itself out a bit. So I am noticing that I'm having to vacuum
Oh
constantly
yeah.
with her. But I think it's just the puppy phase. I think it will
Mm.
settle down because the breed isn't really known for being, um, you know, a hairy breed.
I'm realizing that I'm not really advocating for cats at the moment, but my cat is really nice.
Oh yeah, your cat's gorgeous. He's
Love
very
him.
regal looking. He's very like uh,
Yes, that's what
important.
he probably thinks he's very important as well.
Yeah, he's got "I'm very important" vibe.
Yes, that's what he shouts.
Yeah,
It's like when someone leaves the house, he's like, "No, don't leave me." And then I'm still here, and it's like, "Why are you screaming in the hallway?" Yeah.
brilliant.
But he just likes company a lot. So it's actually really cozy to be with him. Only
Yeah.
you have to yeah, just really take your time and give him lots of attention. But he's great at cuddling, and he's like my oh, what do you call that in English? It's like a heavy like a weighted blanket.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's a very quite a large breed as well.
yeah.
So whenever he wants to cuddle every evening on the couch, he's now waiting for me probably.
Oh, that's
Uh,
amazing. That's not very cat-like from what I know, though. That seems
um,
really. Is that normal? I mean, you're
well,
lucky if you get a cat that wants to do that, right?
I did have another cat who wanted to do that as well, but it
Oh,
might just be me and cats. I'm not sure.
okay.
Um, and this one also wants to be carried around, so that's also not very practical.
That's so
Um,
fun.
but yeah, but then I almost every night I fall asleep on the couch because he's just so heavy. Yeah, but it's really nice because especially with his winter fur, he's like the softest. Yeah, he's like a very big plush.
It's funny, just thinking about like the cats versus dogs thing with drawing. I find that with my dog Nala, I've drawn her so often, so many times that now
Oh, she's
when
so
I draw
cute.
her, it's kind of like I can draw her and she turns into this sort of slightly unreal character. Like
Yeah.
it's a character dog. But when I draw other people's dogs, I kind of move into a slightly like realism space. But with
Well,
my
I
dog,
think yeah, I think if you draw something that you don't know that well, you
yeah,
tend to observe much more. And if you know something really well, you can put more character in it,
yeah.
basically.
And I think I've definitely can say that's true for Nala. It's just funny.
I never realized that. What a strange mouth does this thing have? She looks like a character from a book.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah, you should make a book. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
well,
want to give you lots of lots of work, but she would be great in.
I mean, now that we've got both as well, we've got Nala and Daisy, it is quite comical just seeing them and what they are like together and what they get up to. And I have my little visual journal thing that I do. I end up drawing them in this sort of style for that. And I just capture like things that my son does with them. And
Oh,
so
so
in that,
nice.
there is a sort of a mini on the go comic for our family. Um,
Oh, that's so nice.
this
I'm
little,
very bad at keeping up with my journaling, so I have made the commitment, or I'm going to try to make the commitment to show up at Helen Stark's journaling session every month, so
Oh,
I can make
nice.
one spread every month. That's my goal.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, that's really good because that's almost the
That's doable, right? I
that's
can
so
I can
doable.
do that.
That's so doable. I mean, I started similarly. I hadn't done it before this year, before 25. And my way in was also just like, okay, one drawing a week, not even a spread. It didn't have to be this big composition. It didn't have to be, I just thought one image, it can be whatever it wants to be in any medium. And that's turned out to be really great because
Okay.
I somehow managed that.
One image.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just did one image that had some resonance with what was happening in the week. Um, it didn't have to be, yeah, it was pretty open. It could be anything. And in some weeks it was just a drawing of Nala, and other weeks it might have been um, a still life on my table. In other weeks I did something a bit more detailed and comic strip like. But I think when it's the only brief is just draw one thing each week, somehow that kind of feels all right.
Yeah, that's much more accessible
Yeah.
than just yeah, giving yourself all these briefs and having to do stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so this is also turning into quite a strange animal. But it is, actually. If you I mean, the people who are watching this may not they might not be able to look at the pictures, but this is a very strange looking cat.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I avoided it.
I was doing fine until I put the irises in, or
Mm.
like the pupils, and now it's looking weird.
Um, yeah, I'm just looking at the 3 pages I've done. If anybody's just joined and they've missed the bit, I'll just share this while I think. Yeah, so I've just been enjoying alcohol markers. We talked a bit about how the papers are quite different, and the effect that you get is quite different. Um, so I've just tried a bit of a combination of pencil with marker on this one, the warm up one with the cat. Is a bit more layering going on there, and some pencil on top, which is fun. Yeah, there's something really satisfying about that vibrancy of color. And then the last one of my pooch, Nyla, is a bit more of a character. Um, hmm. I think I might just squeeze another one in. This time, maybe what I'll do is something that I like to do. And Pauline, do you do this as well? Sometimes I like to draw just the same image over and over, just
I
to.
don't do that a lot, but I think it's very good practice, actually. I should do that more. Ah, now I see what's wrong with it.
So what I might do, so I might just do the one I've done again to do it with the art grass. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna grab it. If I can have 5 more minutes, I'll be right back.
Yes. I'll just continue drawing this weird looking links and still figuring out. I think it's all in the eyes when it comes to drawing any animal or person. It's just if you have the eyes wrong, well, then it's like the whole um its whole energy or its emotion is so much different uh than the reference picture or the person or the animal in real life. and this one is looking pretty weird. But oh well.
Yeah, I agree. I think the eyes are always the thing that can make it look quite creepy.
Yes.
And I think that's why a lot of people when they're doing the characters often, like if I'm nervous about doing a creepy eye, that's when I just go in with a dot. But that's
Yes.
then it suddenly just becomes something that isn't representational. It becomes um, it becomes a character just by doing that. And sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it might not quite be what you want. Um, but I find that the eyes are always the hard part.
Definitely. I also saw someone say somewhere on Instagram or something that just start with the eyes.
Yeah,
And if you have like if the expression is good, then you can move on and finish the piece.
yeah,
But if it's not, then just move on as well and just
start
draw
again.
something else. Yeah,
Mm,
draw again, basically. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good advice. I like that.
I'm the kind of person who I always really commit to a drawing. So it's like, oh no, if I tweak it, that's what I'm doing right now. Maybe if
Right.
I put some extra dots here or a little stripe there, then maybe I can still sort of save it. Although I don't think this one is really bad. It's okay. It's not fabulous, but it's sort of okay. Need whiskers. That's what it needs. Definitely. Now it looks more like a cat. Although,
Doing
to be fair, it doesn't look like a cat in the picture as well.
so I'm just doing this one. I've just pulled out the art graph because I feel like I've really just rediscovered that lately, and
That's so much fun. I've
it's
been having so much fun with not with the art graph, or are they all called art graph? I did they are all called art graph, actually, I can see now. In
yeah,
the live with Emma Carpendale I used these
yeah,
white, and actually there was some a graphite one in here, but I put an ochre one instead of it because I actually prefer the tin.
yeah.
The tin is great.
Yeah, that's what I'm working with. I haven't tried
Yeah.
blocks that you've got there. Do you I think you were talking about it when you were working with Emma, but is there
Yes.
much of a textural difference between this
It's a
graphite?
different texture than the one that's in the tin. And
Yeah.
actually, I have let's see, I have this one. I've put this one in just in the in the container that
Mm.
this one came with. It's called Tailor Shape.
Yeah, I
So
got that in
actually,
blue.
yeah. So actually, what you could do with it is, let's go back to my horrible cats. And let's see, you could also just use them like a crayon. So you could
Mhm.
also sort of use them on their side. You
Yeah,
could make like really great big marks with them, which is
that's big.
nice.
That's gorgeous.
And if you have a colored one, I'm really because I now have it. It used to be so if you buy this one, it's like this,
Yeah.
like the white, the sort of like three value tones. Um, the black is really black, which is nice, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm also really interested in the colored one. So you also have a set with, I think it's not really a yellow, but more like an ochre color and a red and a blue, which you might be able
Mm.
to mix. But yeah, it does have really nice textures as well.
I'd love to see you play with that as almost a like a primary set. That would be really fun.
Yes. Although I've given myself a ban,
Okay.
no more buying art supplies.
I
Because
hear that.
this week is actually on Friday. Is Sinterklaas,
Oh, yeah.
and Sinterklaas is the Dutch equivalent to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So he comes on the 5th
Yeah.
of December here.
House in Germany.
Sorry?
It's Nikolaus in Germany. I think it's on.
Nikolaus, yeah. Does he come in Germany as well?
Yes, Nikolaus is
Really?
on the 5th.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought he only came in the Dutch, like the Flemish part of Belgium and the Netherlands, but I didn't know he also
Well,
visited the Germany. That's
well,
fun.
I don't know if there's gifts or anything. But it is a thing. Nikolaus is on the 5th. Um,
Mm.
is
And
all of my German friends are making an event of it.
okay, well,
Yeah.
it's pretty big here in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
There's even on on TV. There's even Sinterklaas news.
Oh wow.
Yes, so which involves all kinds of Dutch actors, of course, but then children watch it, and obviously every year there's something wrong with all of the gifts, and is it going to be okay?
Oh okay.
It's actually very nerve-wracking for kids, I would say.
Oh.
Um, and he arrives by steamboat from Spain. It's all
Right.
very logical, yeah.
In very warm clothes because, you know.
He wears he looks a bit, well, he's it looks a bit like a bishop. So he's like he wears a long I'm not sure what it's called in English, but like a long dress, and a cloak,
Yeah.
a red cloak, and also a hat, pointy hat, which is called a mijter in Dutch. I have no
Okay.
clue what it's called in English, but yeah. And then he has helpers, which is also a bit weird because they used to be black because they supposedly go through the chimneys.
Right.
But yeah, it was all a bit weird. So now, luckily, they have changed it up, and yeah, they can be any race and any any kind of person. Yeah, strange traditions. But when it comes to the kids, it's all about the gifts, of course.
Okay.
So luckily, they don't really care if the helpers are purple or any other color.
No, they just give me the candy. Give me the present.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, and so yeah, so there's supposed to be lots of candy and gifts on the 5th, and I've put some stuff on my list. So
Ooh.
hopefully I will get some nice yeah, some nice things, and I've the things I've put on my list are really out of my comfort zone. So
Even the grown-ups get stuff?
yes, because we all pretend.
Okay, you're all in the conspiracy together
Yes.
to get another round of gifts.
And then and then on the 5th in the morning, on at every primary school, uh, around 8:30 in the morning, a Sinterklaas with his helpers will
Yeah.
be at the school. So that's pretty weird as well, because if you are on the streets at that time, you see like 5 different different Sinterklaases going yeah,
Yeah.
going round. So yeah,
All perfectly normal.
it's all perfectly normal. Yeah, and but the kids don't get, they as long as you believe, then yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's funny. These things are
yeah.
fun.
What do I need to add? Do I do one more? How far are you? Oh, you're doing such a
I'm
nice
just
job.
I'm
So
squeezing
great.
in this is turning into a Nala page, which is always good. I just love drawing her. Um,
I'm afraid to do another dog.
do your cat again.
See if I can do one more horrible. Let's see if I have another picture of him. Where is
Um,
he? Oh no, I should do the same one, right? I should just do the same one.
try it.
Yes.
Drawing from the reference of Nala when she was hiking with my husband. So she has this super cute red, like uh, a hiking harness on. Um, so the alcohol marker on top of the art graph, which actually I'm really enjoying. I think if I ever were to do a little kids book based on any of them, this might be my medium. A bit of art graph with alcohol markers and pencil on top.
But does the art graph, does it mix with the alcohol markers?
It does. I mean, the art graph is water soluble, and I think it's probably not the best thing to put anything over the top. But if it's dried up, so I'm just going to give that a minute to dry. I'll just put that on the sheet and see. What here, this part, the art graph underneath is already dried, and I kind of went over the top with the alcohol markers. So you get this little bit of overlay, which is quite nice. It almost feels a little bit like a print. So I quite like how that's turned out.
Now I'm all scared of drawing my cat again and making him look like another alien. Where's my here? Let's see what we can do.
Well, maybe we're almost there then. That might be a bit. Yeah. It's really also quite interesting on the art graph question again, how I've noticed on different papers, it really picks up that texture. This particular paper is nothing really special. It's quite a cheap paper. One of those big sort of bargain pads that you can get. But I used do you know the Fabriano Venezia sketchbook?
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm kind of eager to try. I should have put that on my list.
That's a good one for a Christmas gift for sure. I haven't got the big one. I just started with the very small one, the little A6. I had such a nice time with that paper. The book, because it was small, and it's bound in such a way that it doesn't fully open flat. But I mean, it didn't bother me too much. You kind of get over that quite quickly. I think if you're so used to a pith all the time, and then you go to something that doesn't open as flat as that,
yes,
it can feel a bit frustrating. But because it was my pocket sketchbook, it didn't bother me so much. But I would often, this year when I was traveling, I often had my little Fabriano Venezia and the tin of graphite art graph and just a pen for like a super lightweight travel kit, a non-complicated setup, and it was so lovely to work with.
That's also something I'm not great at. Just taking like limited materials with me on a trip.
It was. I mean, trust me. When I got to my destination, I went to an art shop and stuff.
That's the best excuse.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I've left.
I don't have enough.
Maybe I'll just check out what's here. So it wasn't because I was being virtuous. It was just, you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it for that. The sketchbook, I have to say, and I'm having to hold myself back from getting another one because I've got a number of piths to work through.
I'm almost out of sketchbooks. Actually, this one is almost completely filled up, so I feel like I need some new ones. So maybe this is the moment for me to try the Fabriano one.
I think I'm getting a little bit stuck for what to do next. While we're drawing, I might just ask, does anybody have any questions? Because now would be a good time to ask.
Yes. Because what time is it? Oh, we've already been here for an hour.
But if not, I'll do a quick recap. alcohol markers to start with. I did the cat. Then I spent a little bit more time on this one, getting the sweet dog coming through. I like how that's turned out. Yeah, then I get bored quite quickly, so I do like to mix up my materials. So then we've got Nala in markers, and then again in art graph.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
I'm really pleased with the art graph.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll show what I've got. So I did this one of my cat, which turned
love it.
it's almost like it's a person or something. I'm not sure what happened here, but I drew. So I did. I started it again actually, and I think this one is off to a much better start. So,
gorgeous.
actually doing it twice is a good idea. Maybe 3 times because I did this one as well, and this one is horrible as well.
But the shape of the whole form of the body is so nice.
This is not even a nose. What is this? It's
But cats are hard. Cats are much harder than dogs.
No, I disagree.
Oh, really?
Well, actually, this one was fun. This
Yeah.
one was fun, but that was a really beautiful dog as well. And oh yeah, and I did a lynx. So
that dog is gorgeous.
yeah, I like the dog. Maybe that's my favorite actually. Although so this is probably the second dog I've drawn in my entire life. So yeah, but it's been fun.
Well, considering that's the second time you've drawn a dog, it's pretty incredible.
I should do more dogs then.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You do some amazing dogs. So yeah. Well, I think my favorite are the art graph ones at the end, which is good, and it checks out because this is been the basis of the new dog portraits that I've been doing. I've really gotten into the art graph flow and the textures that you can
Yeah, the textures are great.
Suggest the form and the gestural feel of it is. I love working with it.
It's like the perfect material for this type of dog as well.
Yeah. It's such a joy to work with. It really is. Yeah. Tammy, thank you, Tammy. Tammy says,
Oh yes,
love watching both of you, such different styles, but you're both gifted. Oh, that's kind. Thank you
so much. Yes. So shall we turn back our that's also always a very awkward moment, like flipping back the cameras.
Yeah, let's do it because I think
Let's see if I can make that work.
All right, let's get this.
So that's my ceiling. Hi. And there I am. And there you are. So this has been fun.
Thank you, Pauline, for inviting me on. It's been great.
Yes, definitely. We should draw dogs. We should do a dog drawing session together. Actually,
Yeah, that would be amazing.
This is for me. Yeah.
I would love that.
Oh, well, we'll plan that.
Let's
make it happen. Thanks so much for drawing with me. And if anyone has drawn along with us and also created some alien cats or some very cute dogs, then please share them in the chat of both of our Substacks. Mine is called the Creative Cocoon, and Raj's one is called Loose Lines.
In the new version, keep changing.
Yeah, that's a very good name.
That's going to stick now.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for joining, and thank you for inviting me, Pauline. It's been amazing.
It was fun. Okay, thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.